Hey, welcome y'all to a new episode of Rad City Berlin. Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. Today I'm going to tell you guys why the Super73 ZX is the best e-bike out there in the market. So without any further ado, let's get to today's video. Oh hey y'all, just out here doing a little bit of maintenance here on the Super73 ZX here on the Storm Gray and the Moonrock out here at Craftwork, Rad City headquarters. Hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much for returning to Rad City Berlin. Today we're going to talk about why the Super73 ZX is the best e-bike out there in the market right now. There are many different reasons why, but today we'll try to cover most of the reasons, so hopefully by the end of this video you also want to buy a Super73 e-bike yourself as well too. So starting off, let's just talk a little bit about the specs, all right? About the price and the specs of the Super73 ZX. The Super73 ZX costs $24.99. You can save €100 off with the Rad City discount code in the description below, right? But they cost $24.99, and they come exactly like this, right? This is a 100% stock version, this Moonrock here in front of you. Stock fenders, stock lights, everything stock, 100% stock. This is how you get it when you order a Super73, right? It comes with a beautiful 615 amp hour removable battery underneath of the seat. It comes with the fenders front and rear, lights front and rear, beautiful 10-speed Shimano Z gear set, beautiful diamond display with the whole smart app capabilities, within the whole built-in navigation and trip info and this kind of stuff. So really good smart bike capabilities, all for the reasonable price of $24.99. And it's really, it's hitting that sweet spot of €10 per watt in that sense. So 250 watt e-bike out here in the EU, €2,500, and this is hitting that perfectly. It's a really good, compelling offer for the components that they're giving you, that iconic Super73 style. Plus you get that beautiful Super73 drivetrain and motor. So that's the beauty of that Super73. They cracked that code. They figured out how to sell the e-bikes here in the EU with their full motor capabilities. So Super73 ZX, why is it the best e-bike in the EU? Let's first talk about the whole EU specs, all right, and what they had to do in order to be able to sell this here in the EU, all right? So in the US, the ZX is a single speed with a throttle, okay? Here in the EU, they come with that beautiful Shimano 10-speed and no throttle, right? So these in the EU are 100% pedal assist. So that's the basics of the EU e-bike laws, okay? Pedal assist, 250 watt, no throttle, okay? And if you look at those specs, and you look at what the competition is right now here in the EU, Super73 is clearly ahead of the game, right? They figured out how to release the bike with the same motor in the US, but just electronically limited through the app and through the controller to 250 watts in the EU Mode 1. Right, so really smart. It has its compliancy sticker on the frame. It goes 25 kilometers an hour in Mode 1, all right? But beautiful machine. So, if you look at the competition, there's not too many fat bikes out there, right? There are a few out here in Europe. Obviously in America, your choices are much more greater. Okay, so I'm just talking about the EU here, right? In the EU, this is definitely the best bang for your buck, right? €2,500, €10 per watt. You're getting a really good basic kit here in the sense of what they're giving you in order to be able to meet that price point, right? So one reason why the ZX is the best e-bike out there in the EU right now is that they're future proof, right? The current e-bike laws here in the EU, 250 watt, no throttle, are like 16, 14 years old. They're really old laws here, all right? And they're time for a refresh. So when and if that day comes that these Super73s need to be updated, there's a simple over-the-air update, firmware update, and then they can then change the electronic limiter to 750 watt, 32 kilometers an hour, to then make these things and good future proof, right? So there's really no reason why not to get a Super73 today. Depending on your size, you can get an S2, the RX, but the ZX I find is such a good deal. It's a really good price, and the money that you save, you can do a lot with it, right? So if you switch it up here then to the Storm Gray, you can then compare then the color between the Moonrock and the Storm Gray. I find both colors beautiful. The Moonrock is more like a car clear coat kind of paint job, whereas the Storm Gray is more like gunmetal, like raw metal. Which color do y'all prefer? Do you guys like the Moonrock or the Storm Gray? Leave a comment below and let me know what color you have or what color you prefer. Both colors are rad. They're both beautiful colors. I can't wait to see what else Super73 puts out in the future. Definitely be putting out more rad bikes, and we can't wait to show you guys those here on Rad City Berlin in future videos. Yeah, besides the frame color, the only difference really between the Storm Gray and the Moonrock are those red tire insert inlays. So the Storm Gray has white ones, whereas here the Moonrock has red ones. Yeah, so why is the Super73 ZX the best e-bike out here in the EU? Right, if you take the stock version, it's a really good price. Okay, it's not going to break the bank. And then if you swap it out here to the Storm Gray, you can see you can do a lot of mods with it. You can add things, you can change things out. All right, but you keep in the basics, right? The 10 speed is still the same, motor is still the same, the whole drivetrain untouched. Everything more cosmetic upgrades, so they make it more comfortable or make it more personal to how you are. So, you know, that's the beauty of the Super73 community, is that the accessories and mod communities are huge. There's so many different things you can do with the bikes. You know, you can touch things up, you can make it really your own machine. So the Super73 ZX, for me, best bang for your buck, right? It's not going to break the bank. Upgrades don't cost a lot, okay? And you can ride it out here in the EU legally with no license and no registration. So beautiful. You can have a lot of fun with it then going off-road, right? Who doesn't want to go faster off-road, right? So out here in the EU, like I said, 25 kilometers an hour, top speed, and then party's over, fun's over. So you look at any of the other competition, it wipes off the slate because this goes beyond that 250 watt limitation, right? With that 1350 watt rear motor, max power, you can basically open it up off-road and have some fun. Whereas your competitors are going to be hitting that 25 kilometer an hour ceiling, you'll just be blasting past them off-road, having fun on the ZX. So, you know, it's definitely, for me, the best e-bike in the EU. I'm sure that's a controversial statement. There's obviously many other e-bikes out there. Look at that thing, 3,200 euro. Costs more than the ZX. Okay, the Boost. Okay. Almost 5,000 euro. So you say that the Super73s are expensive. Look at this thing. It costs more than a Super73 RX, and it has zero suspension. So for anybody saying that Super73s are expensive, obviously has no idea how much bicycles cost nowadays. I mean, this is the store price, obviously. So the store price is going to be probably more than whatever direct price. Look at this thing, $37.85. So regular price $49.99, and you get it on this discounted price here for $37.85. That's a crazy cost nowadays, y'all. Okay, there we go, $22.85. That's a little bit less than the ZX. Which would you prefer, the Pegasus or the ZX? Leave a comment below and let me know. Many other e-bikes out there, right? But they're all hitting that 25 kilometer an hour ceiling. So it's a pain. You know, if you ever ridden an e-bike out here in the EU, any sort of 25-kilometer-hour limited e-bike, you know, you hit that 25 kilometers an hour and the party's over, fun's over. You got regular pedal bikes passing all the time. You go off road, you can't go any faster. It's just the most difficult thing to ride, you know. So with the ZXs, the possibilities are endless. The adventure starts today. Pick one up yourself, any Super 73, and save €100 off with the Rad City discount code down below. Alright, so here we have the Moonrock. So that way then you guys can see the Moonrock clearly here in the good lighting, but then the whole 10-speed gearing, the removable battery, the nice fenders, lights, okay? Beautiful little setup. And what I love about the ZX really, you know, why is it the best bang for your buck? First off, it's not super expensive, okay? It's just like their second in line after then the ZG. Alright, so this is way less than the S2, a lot less than the RX, obviously. And the money that you're saving, you can do a lot with it, right? So if you swap it out now here to the Storm Gray, you can see some of the differences between the Moonrock and the Storm Gray, the stock version, and here completely modified ZX, right? You can add carbon fiber fenders, you can add storage options to it, you can swap out the handlebars, okay? So anything that's missing from the stock Super 73 ZX, you can change it out really easy. The hydraulic disc brakes, really choice upgrade as well too, right? The stock version comes with those Tektro mechanical brakes. They work fine, they meet that price point, and then you can always swap it out then to the Magora or whichever your choice is, hydraulic disc brakes, all right? So really cool. It comes with these front forks here, the hard front forks. It's like riding a BMX bike, all right? But here in the EU with the cobblestone roads and the bumpy cobblestone roads, having a little bit of suspension helps. So that's also a simple upgrade, swap, installing here the Super 73 air suspension, right? So possibilities are endless. You can do so many different things. The Moonrock, I love it. The whole stock setup, and then this whole stock fenders, really beautiful setup. So the good thing about these stock fenders is that they're quiet, right? So they're really quiet. They're not aluminum. Some competitors put out aluminum fenders for some reason, but then they're really clackly, making noises all the time. But these things luckily are super quiet. So, you know, you can do so much with these things. Whatever you want to do, if there's anything that you feel is missing or needs to be improved for your own self, you can find it because the Super 73 community is so strong and so supportive. So, you know, like the Super 73 ZX has a big gaping hole in the frame, so you can definitely fill that with like a mole panel, or like here, the Earth Labs basket. So you can add storage capabilities to it. You can do different mods to it. Change out the handlebars like we had here with like the whole OR kit. So pretty cool, the Super 73 ZX. It is the best e-bike out there. If you feel otherwise, leave a comment below and let me know what bike you prefer over the Super 73 ZX. Not a full review of the bike, it is really why I feel like it's the best e-bike out there, right? If you're looking at the price, the components, the iconic styling, plus on top of all that, when you get a Super 73, you're in a Super 73 community. Awesome, inclusive, diverse community, super helpful. Really, one of the best things about buying these bikes is the people that you connect with that have these as well too. It'd be awesome to know if you guys have either one of these, what mods you guys have on your bikes. So 1,000 sub Rad Swag giveaway coming real soon. Make sure to check out that video, subscribe, enter to win, and hopefully you guys can win some pretty cool Rad Swag. Hey, thanks so much for checking out today's video, y'all. Here with the Super 73 Storm Gray Moonrock. Why is the best e-bike out there on the market today? Not only are you getting that awesome Super 73 motor, you're getting that 10-speed gearing stock here in the EU, plus you're getting the really nice Tektro mechanical brakes, right? Awesome bike, right? So this is the styling. If it is your kind of taste, it's for sure the best kind of bike out there. Power alone, you have to be stuck at that 25 km/h range. So if you want to go off road with some friends, right, you're gonna be blasting past all those other e-bikes. So best bang for your buck, best e-bike out there here in the EU. If you have a Super 73, leave me a comment and let me know which color, the Moonrock or the Storm Gray. And if you want to buy a Super 73 ZX or any of their bikes, look in the description for €100 off, plus 10% off for a Rarebird London face mask. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe button if you watched this all the way through and enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys again real soon. This is Rad City. I'm out.